Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 57 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on recognizing God's hand in my life. So, yay for day 57. Honestly, I was all ready to go to bed and skip making a video tonight, and then I just felt like, okay, I really need to make this video tonight because it's really interesting. I was saying my prayers and I was telling God, I'm like, I'm just gonna go to bed and not make my video, and then my migraine did this really weird, came on strong, headache, pain, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, okay, I have all these things to say in a video. And then it kind of went away again. And I was like, that's just not nice. Sometimes I think God has a twisted sense of humor. Um, it's also kind of a teaching thing for me. I know sometimes I get migraines because I'm stressed out about things or I hold on to things. And so I need to let go of things and not worry about things. And I'm like, it'll be there tomorrow. I can just make 2 videos tomorrow. But apparently not, because I'm making one tonight. Today is like day 3 of dealing with migraines and weather, and it kind of rained a little bit today. It got super cloudy today, and then I was just kind of laughing because I'm like, oh look, it is overcast and cloudy and stormy outside, and it's 89 degrees in Arizona, which is, it's hilarious to me. And of course, the rain comes down and it's warm. It's not cold like it is in other places when it rains. So, yes, it did cool the temperature off a little bit by being cloudy, but it was still 89 degrees outside. It's fantastic. I love that, actually. I really do love that it's nice and warm here. I do not, however, like the barometric pressure that messes with my head and all of those things. I wish those would go away. But I am very grateful for today. Very grateful for today. The app that I was using, that Freestyle Libre 2, apparently that's what it's called, was not as friendly as I thought it was going to be. I'm a little bummed about that. I thought it would be better, but the app was just super annoying today, and it kept going off and alerting me for things. Like, it was alerting me, hey, we can't read your sensor, or the sensor's not working, or you're out of service range or something. And it's like, it just kept going off for stupid things. Or it's like, hey, check your app because you haven't checked it in a while. And it wasn't about my sugars or my glucose levels. It was just stuff about the app, or you turned off your notifications. And I'm like, I'm at work. That's why I turned off my notifications. And then it would still send me notifications. I don't know how to turn that thing off, and it was annoying my coworkers as much as it was annoying me. So, and then it told me I had to do a refill or put in a different sensor because the sensor I was wearing stopped working. And I was like, it's supposed to last for 2 weeks. It didn't. So I was actually kind of grateful that it wasn't working, so I didn't have a reason to keep torturing myself with the stupid app. So I just threw it away at lunch and took it out, and I kind of complained to some of the MAs. I didn't talk to any of the PAs about it. I was like, whatever. Complained to a few other people about it. And then I noticed that I was complaining today. And I don't like being complaining. I mean, I grew up complaining. Family of elephant complainers, that's what I've been taught to do. But I've been trying not to do that a whole lot. And this is only my second week at work, and I don't want to be dubbed the person that complains about everything. That's not cool. So, and then of course someone mentioned the pressure, and they're like, oh, and I was like, oh yeah, I hate it. It's like, are you one of those people that get headaches? And I'm like, oh yeah. And then someone's like, headaches? I'm like, what did you get? I'm like, migraines. I get full-blown migraines when the weather does crazy things like this. And I'm like, this is day 3. I'm ready for it to be done. And I hadn't said anything about my migraines at work for the past 2 days. And I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? But I wasted some time this morning, and I didn't read my scriptures and meditation notes before I went to work. And it was kind of, I think, God showing me that my attitude and my day is completely different when I don't make that a priority, because doing that helps me to be in a better mood, a better attitude, have a better perspective, more aware of God in my life and of other people and the situation, and not always so focused on me and not always so focused on the things that aren't going well. And so today I was just focused on all the negative because I didn't do that this morning. And then, having my app beep at me while I'm at work, which is bad and annoying and kind of embarrassing, and then having a headache and the beeping aggravating my headache. I was like, it's a bad combination of things. So I'm so grateful I didn't have to deal with it for the second half of my day. And I didn't continue to complain for all of my day, which I'm also grateful for. And my supervisor that's training me mentioned that she's like, don't worry, it's not always going to be a slow day, what she said this afternoon. And I was like, I didn't realize it was a slow day. And then I'm thinking about, I'm so grateful it was a slow day because I just wasn't in the mood to deal with people today. And I just struggle to focus sometimes, especially when I've got like 3 or 4 things going on. I've got people calling me on the phone. I've got people trying to check out or check in. And well, this week I'm doing check out, trying to check people out, trying to answer phones, trying to do paperwork in the system, constantly getting interrupted from one thing to another thing and trying to remember what I was doing to go back to things. And it's been a little hectic. So I'm like, well, this is what work is going to be like. So that'll be fun. But I am very grateful that it was slow and I didn't have a lot of that today because I wasn't feeling bombarded. And then of course I always struggle to like process information quickly anyway, but I think I struggle more when I have lots of extra information and I don't feel good. So I'm just grateful there wasn't a whole lot of things coming at me today. So I was like, I'll take a slow day, especially when I don't feel good. So that was perfect. And that was a huge blessing. And then I didn't have anything scheduled for after work today, which was also a huge blessing. And I came home and I thought I'm just going to rest on my couch. And I actually fell asleep, which is fantastic. Well, probably not because I'm up way later than I should be making this video, but I'm already ready to go back to sleep. So I literally took a nap on my couch and then I got up and read my scriptures and meditationals for the day and got something to eat for dinner. And I'm like, and wrote in my journal. So now I can go back to bed. But I am grateful that I was able to take a nap, and I'm grateful that God was willing to help me out today and help me to see the positive things, even if I didn't see it until the end of my day, that he was blessing me today. Plus there were free bagels. Somebody brought in bagels at work today. Not that I should be eating bagels, but I just stuck them in the microwave and heated them up so I had something to eat on the way home. Plus there were leftovers from lunch yesterday, so I didn't have to eat the lunch that I'd packed, so it's still sitting in the fridge at work for me. So yay. I was like, yay for free food. Yay for food I can eat and come home and not have to be hungry. So I didn't have to come home and make something. I didn't have to come home and do anything. So that was just a huge blessing. And then I could just lay down and take a nap, which I really needed because that really helped with my head. And it just really helped because I just haven't been getting enough sleep. So I was like, oh, that was actually kind of refreshing. So once again, I'm grateful for God for helping me get the things that I need today or needed today, even if I wasn't paying attention to all of them, and also the little reminders that I need to do things like my videos and follow through on my goals to help me to feel healthy emotionally, and feeling healthy emotionally helps to stave off headaches based on stress or emotions. Can't stave them off based on weather or lack of sleep or other things, but I can do it based off of emotions. Plus, I know if I do the things I'm supposed to for a day, then my head's not spinning before I go to bed at night, which I'm also grateful that I'm doing this so my head's not spinning, not trying to retain information for another day, because I don't need to do that. I need to let go of whatever happened today so I can start fresh tomorrow. And I need to not focus on everything that's going to be better tomorrow when I can just focus on today and realize that today wasn't as bad as I made it out to be. I just was focused on the wrong things and just grumpy because I got my priorities mixed up today. And plus I just have a headache because of the weather. And when the monsoon seasons end or the weather clears up, my headache will feel better and it will be okay. Plus it's almost the weekend and I'm like, yay. And tomorrow's a half day. So I have happy things to look forward to. And things are not as bad or as bleak as I often make them out to be. So I'm grateful for God for reminding me of those things tonight and helping me to see the positive things in life. And there's always positive, good things in life. And God is always there when I'm willing to recognize and see it and see the good in my life instead of focusing on the negative. And but it is a nice reminder to me that my default settings are to focus on the negative and to complain. So when I don't do things that remind me of the positive, that remind me of God in my life, then those negative things have a tendency to take over and life just seems bleak and miserable and I just want to complain about everything. And when I see the positive and the good, then I'm much happier and I'm willing to share my joy with other people and listen to other people and have fun in my life, like watching my coworkers laugh and joke or laugh and joke with them instead of, griping and complaining because it's not nearly as much fun as just playing around and enjoying life. So I'm learning one day at a time, and I'm grateful to be in a happy, uplifting environment, and I feel kind of bad about complaining today, so hopefully I'll do a little bit better tomorrow. But progress, not perfection. I'm not perfect. God doesn't expect me to be perfect, and He's blessed me today in spite of my attitude and my complaining, so I'm very grateful for that. Anyway, that's all I have for today. If you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and find ways to recognize God's hand in your life too.